Hello. I'm back again. Oh, just looking at myself on the camera and having a little laugh. You know, it's like the rosy cheeks are always back. I don't know why it always feels so warm in the house when I'm going to be filming, and it's like I get increasingly more and more pink as I go. But well, it doesn't matter, does it? No, not at all. I was wondering when I'm going to film the next thing, and I thought, okay, let's do it today. So it's time for the kid parade, and I don't know if this is going to be like all in just one part, or whether I'll do part 1 and part 2. I guess I'll just see how I go. I didn't think this morning that I was going to be filming because I had such bad night. Like, I keep seeing a lot of nightmares. Okay, they're not like, maybe, well, they're more anxious dreams than nightmares, I think. So it's like, I have anxiety in like awake time, and I also have it at night time. So that's great. There's no escaping it. But I'm proud of myself as I just managed to have a shower, and I tell you what, it's a big deal for me. Because for some reason, showering is difficult. And when you're alone at home, I mean, does it matter? But I think it does for just how I feel, because it's not like having a shower ever makes me feel worse. I mean, really, would it? No. I also just got a delivery of iced teas. I'm a big fan of fruity bubble teas, and, well, didn't get bubbles this time, so I guess it's just iced teas. This one is an apple flavor from Gongcha, which is my favorite place at the moment. Oh, it's so delicious. It has tiny apple cubes on the bottom, so so yummy. So, shall we start? I have been buying a lot of kits lately, so some of them have already arrived, some still in the mail somewhere, but it'll be really fun to show them then in the regular Flosstube episodes, which I am stressing about a little bit. I'm so nervous that will I have enough to say or show or whatever, but I mean, there aren't any rules, so I show what I show, and I'm also not going to have any kind of publishing schedule of the videos. I just do one when I feel like it, because otherwise, yeah, I avoid anything that might make it too stressful. So we'll see how we go. But how about we start with the kids? Yeah! I think a lot of these will be dimensions, because in the last 12 months someone's been buying too many dimensions ones. But, you know, even if I have quite a few of them, I only buy ones that I actually do want to stitch. Sometimes it's really tempting to buy some just because they're, you know, you get a great deal, or you find, you know, find something hard to get. But I've really tried to, oh, sorry, GI. I've tried to avoid falling into that trap, so everything I get, I do want to stitch. I do have a ring light here, so it might be a bit difficult with the glare, but let's have a look. I'm just gonna try. Also, some of the kits are already in project bags, because sometimes I like to open them, and especially with the dimensions, I prep the threads. If it's like the made in China kit, I then like punch holes on the card and cut the threads and then put them on. Well, I'll show. And sometimes it's just nice to put it in a project bag anyway. I also have a few kits that are waiting for a restart, so I thought that they do belong to this category then, because yeah. And how about I start with the newest arrival? newest arrivals because both of these came yesterday. So here we go. I'm sure this is very familiar, especially for Dimensions lovers. So it is Maggie the Mess Maker. Of course, one of my cats is called Maggie, but she's long-haired grey cat, so nothing like this one. This actually, okay, this one hasn't actually been on my wish list, but I found it on Amazon for 19 Aussie dollars, so what's that, like 12 US dollars? So how could I resist it? Like, how could I not buy it at that price? Like, really? So I always love seeing it when people show the threads in the back, but I feel like the threads look so much duller. It looks more colorful, like when you look at the front, but still nice. So there we go. Then this was an, oh, this is an bit rolled up. This is an older Dimensions kit that I managed to find. Of course, it was a bit costly, but what can you do? Sometimes you have to pay a bit more. They can't all be a great deal. This one is called Forest Birds Wreath. Wow, way to go. Here we go. And it is from 1991. Wow. Wow, that's an oldie. Of course, I love the birds. How can I not? I don't think I'm going to do the middle. It says, all hearts go home for Christmas, for love is always there. As nice as that is, I don't think I'm going to stitch that. I'm just going to do the wreath. And here is the fabric and the threads. I actually quite enjoy sorting the threads, so I like these kits. I don't know what it is with me. Sometimes it's just fun. All right. Here's another fairly recent find. It was only $10. I need to always say 10 Aussie dollars. I think I better say it like that so that it doesn't get confusing. So 10 Aussie dollars, which is, I convert to US that it's like half plus a bit. So maybe like $6 US. It is the classic geisha. It's quite different from the other geisha designs that Dimensions has. And I wanted this one to stitch it for my husband who is trying to learn Japanese. And I thought that this would be something that he would enjoy more than, you know, all those really like prettier ones, more colorful ones. This one is from 2008. And another one with the brown fabric. All three of these have had brown fabrics. Oh, there's like the gold thread as well. Oh boy. I'm sure that'll be delightful. Delightful. 14 count 10 Ada. I'm actually looking forward to stitching this one. Who would have thought? So this one I was absolutely thrilled to find. Like I told you in the last video that I had had such a great week and found really good deals on kits that I've been looking for. So this is one of them. It's a sunset kit. So old Dimensions. I love birch trees. Like Finland is full of birch trees. They are just everywhere. And fir trees, okay. Trees in general. We don't exactly have the mountains, or it's not really a finished style house, is it? But the birch trees made me happy enough. Gosh, I should do the Amy Loves Toads. Just cut all that off and just do the birch trees there. I'm a bit tempted now. I don't know. So it's called Birch View. Not surprising. Wow, it's from 1996. 14 count white Ada. This one. Another one where I get to sort the threads. Ooh, very blue. So I probably don't have to stitch the snow. And all the shadows are half stitches, as are the mountains in the back. I think this is going to be a fairly nice stitch. Yeah, I need to have a sip of my apple tea. Oh, those pink cheeks there. This one came free with the last two kits. I think it's so cute. Two little bunnies. It is Christmas Traditions by... No. The company's called Designs for the Needle. And the kit is called Woodland Bunnies. Oh, so pretty. Here we go. We got the Ada and the threads. Does it say anything? Oh, it's by Leisure Arts. Oh, well. Goodness me. Alright, so here's a Riolis kit. It is the Starry Night Over the Rhone, which is the Van Gogh painting. I don't think I had actually seen this painting, or at least couldn't remember it. I'm sure I've seen it. But I sort of first properly acknowledged it when I saw Megan from Georgia Girl Stitching start this for her husband who loves this painting. But she's doing like the monster massive version. Nobody wants to do that. No. So when I found this, I thought, yes, I want to stitch that. There we go. Let's bring it a bit closer. Those blues are so pretty. I really do like this one. So, Megan, if you're ever here, hello. Stitch this, get this one, chuck away that messy one, stitch this one. Because this is done on 10 count Ada. Yes, 10 count Ada. It's done with the wool acrylic threads, 27 colors, and it looks amazing. Like, I saw the picture Rioli's posted of the finished one framed. If I can find that picture, maybe put it up there or up there. Let's see where it ends up. And it looked fabulous. So I did think about it whether to, like, would I want to make it that little bit smaller, grab a 12 count or even do 14 count. But it's 38 times 26 centimeters or 15 inches by 10 1/4. So I mean, it's not like it's massive as it is, you know. So I think it'll be fine. So, oh, and the number, if needed, it is 1884. I think these Rioli's kits that are meant for, like, overseas, they have English names now, but the Russian ones, they only have a number. Hey, Daisy. Okay, what do we have next? Right, so this is a like a dimensions kit. I don't know if this is like then super old or is this like a shop made one, because here we go. I think that is so beautiful. I love those flowers and the view. Just, I can't wait to stitch this one. I forgot to tell who always the designer was of the... Does it matter? No, it doesn't matter. So, I mean, it does have like a... Oh, does that actually show? No. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So, kit contains the thread, Ada, needle, easy instructions. So, this pattern is by T.C. Chiu. Doesn't say the year in the front. And it has all the threads and white Ada. That is quite a lot of threads actually, but then again, I mean, it has a lot of colors. I was very excited to get that one. Really looking forward to stitching it. A little Nightmare Before Christmas bag. Great for the Mill Hills. Okay, I have one Mill Hill double here. But here I have Winter Holiday. No, Holiday Wishes. Not very experienced showing these. I love it. Letter writing has been one of my favorite hobbies since I was a child. And now the last few years I haven't been writing at all. I just got to a point where I was feeling just so down and just very stressed about life, and well, then I couldn't write, and it has been really hard now to take that big step to get back. I so miss my pen friends, and I really would like to start writing letters again. So anything, even letter writing looking, is going to be very appealing to me. Okay, then I have the milk can. I think Christina Calico Whimsy just stitched this one. Did she? I think she did. It's lovely. My grandmother used to have cows, so makes me think of her, that one. Then the third Mill Hill that I have here is berry jam. Oh, it's just amazing. Can't wait to have that on the fridge. Yeah, need to start that soon. I would really like to learn how to make jam. Like, I'm so envious of people who make jam or anything canned or whatnot, because it's yet another one of those things that I so want to do, but I'm so scared that I'll make a mess. But really, you know, you learn when you make a mess, right? It's just not going to be perfect. Next one is a Maroshka kit. It's a rainy view. No surprise why I bought this one. And I've been to Paris once. So this one is called, not surprisingly, Rainy Paris. What do we have on here? It's I think it's like a grey or light blue Ada. Oh, they don't write it on the 16 count Ada. Nice colors. That'll be another one that's really fun to stitch. Well, aren't they all? Like, okay, I know already I'm gonna struggle with some of the dimensions ones, but that's to be expected. Then I have two two kits by the Russian ones by the Magic Needle. I didn't order these. My friend Amanda did. But then she didn't want them, so she asked, do I want them? I said, well, yes, of course I do. So who knows when I'll stitch these. We'll see. I think my mum would probably like these. So the first one is called Roses for Needlewoman. I love it that the Russians, they called, or stitchers is needlewomen. I think these roses are beautiful. I think I'm just not a huge fan of the pincushion. But I don't know. We'll see. Very pretty. I love it that it has the colourful chart because that just makes life better. Yes, it does. It has 14 count Ada, 40 colours. Ooh. Gamma threads, which is a Russian brand. Yeah. And the other one is sort of similar, but it is Poppies for Needlewoman. It's funny, I'm looking at these, I'm like, yeah, that would be so nice to start. 40 colours. Yeah, the same colours. And 14 count Ada as well. And I so love these colourful patterns. They're just so much easier to stitch. Nice. Thank you, Amanda. Oh, big pinky of even pinker face. Another recent purchase because got it at a great price, which I can't remember what it was, but it was another Amazon Dimensions purchase. I'm sure another very, very familiar for anyone who loves Dimensions. Gosh, with these sceneries, like what I like is that they have water. Like I would love to live by a river or a stream. So that is something that I look for. Like I love the jetty. And I love the two deer here. And of course it's an absolutely beautiful cabin. And so green all around. This one is designed by Kim Norleen. Now just to find where all the details are, right in the back. 18 count Ada. Did they have to? But what can you do? Did they not put a year on these new ones? Because at least can't see it. Lovely colours. Can't wait to see all the greens. They're probably hidden somewhere here. But 18 count fabric. Oh, dimensions are difficult already as is. So I need to make some space here. A little desk table. Okay. Something a bit different. This one is Australian Flora. It's a DMC kit and called Golden Wattle, which is a absolutely beautiful tree. Here, those wattle flowers are just amazingly yellow. They're just incredible. So I was very happy to get this kit. Like I said, I like stitching Australian plants and animals. Okay, this one has 14 count Ada. And there's some of the colors. I'm so going to love it. I love stitching with yellows and greens, and that's pretty much it. Oh, how nice would it be? Oh, I know my lovely friend Sherry in Texas would love to stitch that one. I already sent her like a small kit of these flowers and she loved it. I think she would also love the kangaroo paws. Oh, very nice. There's also flannel flowers. I don't know flannel flowers. Okay. Here is another one of those last week purchases that I just found and I was so thrilled. can actually take out. There we go. It is the Sweetheart's Gate. Yeah! I got this on like $25. Was it 25? No, I can't remember. But I was so thrilled it wasn't too expensive. So, and it's so pretty, and it goes. Apparently, it's a companion piece to the cat at the garden gate. I can't. Is that the name of the actual kit, Garden Gate, or not? But it was one of my whips. Barely started, so I'm absolutely thrilled to have this. There are all the threads. 14 count ivory Ada on this one. Let me just put this back in this, if it doesn't take forever. And it's from 2004. Okay, this one was another one of those great ones that I just happened to find after doing my first video, and I was so thrilled about. Because you know I'm stitching the Magnificent 7 Dimensions, no, Sunset Kit, not Sunkit, Sunset Kit with the dogs. And this is the cats. It is the James Younger gang. James Younger gang, that was it Jesse James, wasn't it? Because they're obviously robbing the bank there, the cats. I love this, I love it so much. Oh, let's look at that cat there. Oh, what a mean ginger cat. With the massive hat. This one is, let's see what year, 1997. 14 count beige Ada. Yet the who I bought it from has obviously already put the threads in place and had also serged the edges, or had just put some sort of, yeah, not serged, just hand stitched the edges, which I don't mind at all. Doesn't so excited about that one. I so can't wait to stitch it. But I worked on the dog one over the Easter weekend. Finally got the first dog finished. Gosh, it was a lot of work. I'll show that on my first regular Flosstube video. Or you can go to my Instagram, Laura Stitcher, or, well, Laura Stitcher is how I would say it, but Laura Stitcher is easier, I think. And you can see what I've done there. I always post pictures there when I finish with the whip before I put it away. Okay, another recent purchase. Yes, I've had a fair bit of recent purchases. Ah! Oh my god, I could not resist this one. These cows are amazing. And of course, I think there's 2 cows having a poo. Which my husband actually always points out that it doesn't matter when he sees cows. Always when he looks, there's someone having a poo. So, there we go. Comes with, so you can do the big one, and you can do the 2 cards and a bookmark. Lots of threads, gosh. Oh, so happy about this. Too. Oh, the grass will be a bit of a pain to stitch, but oh, it's so fun. It's so fun. I have kits in 2 places here, so it's like, which pile do I go for? But let's go back to the box. Let's move on to Luca S. I love these fruit ones, like they're so beautiful. I've been just eyeing them for ages. But this is the only one I have. I love mandarins. I think mandarins are my favorite fruits. They are amazing. Well, This one says still life with tangerines. $18 count Ada. No. Why do they like to punish me? 30 colors. 30 colors. You would not think, would you? No. 3 out of 5. Wow. Oh, the greens. The oranges. Lovely. Really lovely. And by the way, any purchases this year, I'm not allowed to start, because this year is Stitch from Stash, so I can still buy stuff, but I'm not allowed to start those until next year, which is good because hard to resist these. This one I got, I think, from the same person as that James Younger gang. More cats. This is Barnyard Cats, I believe. Barnyard Kitties. So sweet. It is on 14 count Black Ada. Thank you for 14 count. Thank you for Black Ada. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. The color palette is so not tempting, but it will look fantastic on the Black Ada. If I had these colors and was stitching on white, it would be so dreadful. Alright, I've been talking for 32 minutes and I'm not quite halfway yet, I think. Oh boy. Okay, there's nothing funny about this kit, but okay. I know I have at least a couple of Dutch viewers, and I've tried to learn how to pronounce the name of the designer. I find it very difficult, so I'll still try, but I hope you just think it's, you know, really cute that I'm at least trying. So it's a kit by Thea Jovener. That's my attempt. Here we go. Summer Robin. How pretty is that? That is just so nice. I wonder if this will be my May start for Kitten Caboodle, because I kind of would like to get this one started. So pretty. 16 count Ada. I love it that so many of these kids have Ada, because I mean I stitch on all fabrics. I'm not that bothered, but stitching on Ada is always like a holiday. It's just so easy to count that it makes life feel so much easier. There we go. Sorry, just laughing at myself here. Finally, we have an RTO kit. Maybe it's because I keep starting them, so I don't have so many of them. This one is a kind of companion one for the floral one on the navy fabric that I had done like the top half of, with the amazing colors, the absolutely amazing colors. This one is called Sky Blue Cornflowers. That sky is incredible. Cornflowers are amazing. I really, really, really love cornflowers. I always have. And I know Jen from Stitching in the Bluegrass is stitching this one. Don't think she's finished it yet, have you, Jen? I'm so behind with Flosstubes then. There we go with all the threads. So pretty. And navy fabric. Let's see if I can. Because I've obviously opened this and then just put it in a Ziploc bag. Because you don't want to stuff them back into the plastic. Okay, so 14 count Ada. Super. Super. Here's another kit by Der Horner. At least I've tried. This one I wanted for so long. And I was absolutely thrilled when I finally got it. It's waiting for to be started. Okay, one thing that is making me a little bit nervous about this one is that this is meant to be stitched with just one thread. No, one strand. But it's on Ada. Let me have a look. Because this one is also in the back, so I can't see the back. Makes me feel like it would be like a 16 count, but is it? Okay, that doesn't say anything. But when I look at the fabric, I think it's 16 count. I don't think it's 18. But yeah, you're supposed to only use one strand so that it gives it more like a painting, like an old painting kind of look, so you can see the white from the background, like underneath. So I don't think any of us ever feel comfortable with not having a not great coverage. So it makes me feel sort of a little bit hesitant. But if it's meant that way and it still looks that good, that I think I should just go with it. Because that looks great, and that's why I bought it though, because it looks really nice. Gosh, it also looks huge. It's not that bad. 68 by 37 centimeters. Or 26.8 by 14.6 inches. One day when I'm daring enough. Go. Here's a bit different kit that when I saw this on Etsy, it just really stuck in my mind. Like, I just had to go back every now and then to take another look that, do I still like it? And every time I still did, so it's Venice. And it's quite a different kind of Venice kit, isn't it? Like, of course, what is it about this that really appealed to me? Like, you can tell, right? A zillion bits of backstitching. And I love the colors, like the pinks and whatnot. It looks so different. I've been to Venice once, forever ago, as well. So it's a Noah Sloboda kit. I think it's a Ukrainian brand. It's this 16 count. It says 16 count Ada with a background image. I think it's just the sky. Or is it the sky and the water? Why do I feel like it's just the sky? It has Aurora threads, 35 colors. Yeah, it can't see the... And I haven't opened it, so... But, yeah, pretty sure about that one. Okay, time for a sip. Oh, so delicious. Alright, here is a really fun RTO kit. If you're lucky, you can find this. It's called If I Were a King. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? Oh, it's so, gosh, it's so awesome. It's so awesome. No, 18 count Ada again. No. No. In all the threads. In gorgeous colors as well. But oh my, I'll have to do the whole background? Because this is white Ada or cream. Wow. Oh, that's like full coverage. Anyway, there's a companion piece for this one, and I have the cover of that one. It's called Romantic Mademoiselle, and I cannot find this kit. I so badly want it. Look at that. Look at her. I mean, isn't she just wonderful? I so badly want this. If anyone has it, if you don't want to stitch it, you know, I want it. Oh, told you, RTO kits are just most fun. Gosh, I still have so many left here. Another Dimensions, very familiar to Dimensions lovers. It is Cold Collection, and it's Winter Cabin. If you are in Australia, this has been sold on Amazon for a fantastic price. I think $21 for quite a while now. So do go and get yours ASAP. Because this is just truly, truly beautiful. And it has the stream that I would want. My Kevin. There's reindeer. Certainly seen plenty of reindeer in my life. And what's that? Is that birch trees? Yes, it does. It is absolutely wonderful. And it has 16 count grey Ada, which I'm happy with. Here are the colors. Guys, doesn't that look a much more colorful palette there than you would think from the front? If you saw this, you know, you wouldn't think that the picture's going to look like that, would you? No. I always love it whenever I see someone stitching that. I know Mama Bear Stitchery, she's stitching it. And a really lovely lady on Instagram, Hodgepodge and Miscellany. She's just started that. She's fun. We like the same kind of stuff, so it's always fun. One starts a kit and it's like, hey, I got that one too. Okay, moving on. There we go, a Maroshka. My goodness, how absolutely beautiful this is. Oh, it is, honestly, it's breathtaking. I haven't actually I've never seen robins in real life, only in pictures. They look so delightful. And this one has 16 count Ada. Here we go with the colors. Some of the colors. I imagine the reds are hiding underneath. And this series, it's like a seasons one, so there's 4 different kinds. I have 2 of them because I wasn't sure about the summer and spring, if I want them or not. Okay, then I have a Rioli's kit. This one is number 1490. And it is an Amsterdam street with the cyclists and the buildings. I have already stitched the companion piece to this one, which is like a winter street scene. And I so enjoyed it. It's absolutely beautiful. I'll have to show it. Oh, I was thinking of like showing it now, but I forgot to bring it, so I'll just show it some other time. Oh, it is so fun. I love the color of the fabric. Even though it's darker than it actually looks on the cover picture, but it ended up being so lovely. This one is again those wool acrylic threads. So pretty. What did it say about this one? This one has 16 colors and it is 14 count 8. Awesome. Okay, how many do I still have left here? I think I'm gonna show a couple more kits and then post this. I think this will be part 1 and I'm gonna do a part 2. Because there's so many and I mean, it's great to have more videos. Okay, next one is in a wonderful project bag. The fabric is just so amazing. It's like the cutest thing. I'll put here my own fabric. So this one is a restart for me. There's a bit of a story to this one. Waha! Vegetable Patch by Karen Carter. This is of course the company's Heritage Crafts. There are some really nice chicken kits that are designed by Karen Carter. And this is the only one I have. I want them all now. So what happened with this kit was that my friend Raven bought this for me. And it came from, there's like a catalogue in Australia and New Zealand called Fox Collection. And they sell all sorts of crafty things, lots of cross-stitch kits as well. So she got the kit for me. But it came with threads and the white Aida. But the threads that they had put in there, they weren't DMC, which is fine. Like, you know, I don't care too much. Like whatever comes with the kit I stitch with. But the chart has the DMC colors. So when I looked up the DMC colors and looked at the threads they had sent, they were different, like different colors. So I didn't want to use them and the picture to look different. I wanted to look like, you know, it looks really vibrant and lovely. That's what I wanted to look like. So I chucked the threads. I'm like, no, not going for that. So I started it on the Aida that came with it. But one thing you definitely need to know about Heritage Crafts is that they have a lot of fractional stitches. Like, you know, like when you have one Aida square, you end up doing like two crosses side by side on that one Aida square. You know, like that sort of stuff. Or the one on top of the other. And you know, fractional stitches on Aida, like, you know, they're a nightmare. Like really, they are a nightmare. Just a nightmare. So I stitched, I think I stitched like that bit. Started going a little bit that way, but I got so fed up with it. So I thought, time to finish working on that one. So now I have here a white even weave and I'm gonna restart. Didn't get that far, so it doesn't matter so much. Okay, then I have another RTO kit here that is waiting to be restarted. Or continued, sure. Here we go. Bunch under the armpits, that's what it's called. Whee! I love that jacket. He's so cool anyway. But I didn't really like this fabric. And I've struggled to pick what color fabric I'd like to stitch this on. Because it's not, there's some back stitching, but not like all around it so that it could stand out from anything. So the fabric I tried, okay, here are the threads. How gorgeous is that blue? You remember my favorite fabric? Übelhö Eva? Yep. So I started on this one a little bit, but I'm a bit unsure of whether to continue or not. So that's why it's been in the restart pile. But if I feel like taking it back, oh, then it might be a whip. Uh-oh. Here we go. Oh boy. Oh! I think these kids are telling me that, yeah, part 2 is needed. Whew. And that's a very pink face now as well. So let's do this last one to have on my desk on the restart. This is a little bit of a special kit for me. Okay. My father passed away. Sorry. My father passed away about a year and a half ago. And God still makes me a bit teary at times. But when I heard that he had passed away, because he was in Finland, so, and I of course here in Australia, I got this really strong feeling that I needed to go get this kit. I'd seen it before in the shop and just had to go and get it. It's so beautiful. I just love it so much. It's got a prickly pot. It's a Pollyanna Pickering kit, and I think it's just amazing. Like, I love it so much. It took a long time to then want to start it because I would just get all teary and right. So the problem I have with this one is that this is the picture I fell in love with. That's what I want it to look like. But the fabric they've given is totally different color. I still started it because I thought, okay, I'll give it a go. It doesn't really show because sometimes it almost looks green, but it's very different from the amazing, like, almost purpley blue. That it often looks dark green. It's always, greens are hard on the camera, or you know, whenever you're even trying to take a picture. So I got the little start. Well, that's pretty much it. But I don't really want to stitch on this. You know, I mean, it's a special kit for me already. I want it to look like the picture does. It's a 14 count. It's Misty Blue, the Zweikat Ada. And, oh boy. And here are the threads. So pretty. So I really want to stitch it, but I'm struggling to figure out the like what color to, like how to find a fabric that is the right color. I'm not sure I want to go even by like the cover picture because I don't know if the threads look exactly as they will when stitched, so I would need to just have a good look at these. Maybe have a look at them next to the DMC thread book and see if there's a DMC color that feels like the right one. So I don't know when I'm going to be able to stitch this one, but I so want to because it really is a special one for me. Okay, sorry to finish this with all teary and everything. That's just how it is. Okay, but before I go, I want to do something that I wanted to do from the first video, but it was a little bit too overwhelming. Well, as you always see and know, I have a lot of cookbooks. And I don't use them very much. I more read them than use them. So my plan was that in every video right at the end, I will maybe just like randomly just pick one book. And then between now and the filming the next video, I will do my best to make something from it, whether it's cooking or baking. And if I don't stress about it too much, I'll show a picture next time of what I made. If that feels like, if I feel like it makes me stress too much, because I stress a lot about like not being good enough, so I know the things I make usually don't look that pretty, so I hope I'll find the courage to show what I've made. I will most definitely read that book during the week, and yeah, we'll see, because I would so like to get back to especially baking, because my husband is missing the things I baked. So anyway, I have a bunch of books right next to me because they are the newest purchases that haven't made it yet to the shelves. So I think I'm gonna go with this one here. Wow. Oh, it's such a heavy one. It's Baking Day with Anna Olsen. I think she is Canadian, right? So this should be a nice one because baking is definitely more my comfort zone, and I really want to try something from here, and I'm actually really excited to pick something, mark some recipes, have a good read, and after my next video, hopefully the kid parade or a regular Flosstube, we'll see, I'll show you what I've made. Okay. Time to go and put these kits away, and still quite a few kits for the next parade. Probably not as much as I already showed, but there's still quite a few. So thank you so much for watching again and spending some time with me, and thank you so much for all the amazing comments that I've received again. They have meant so much to me. You guys have been just so encouraging and so wonderful and making me smile, and I have no idea whether all the people have arrived from to subscribe. Like, absolutely blows my mind. And I have tried to reply to all the comments, but sometimes YouTube seems to hide one here and there from me. So if you haven't received a reply, it's probably that I just haven't been able to find it. But yeah, thank you so much everyone for everything. You are just so wonderful, and make happy stitching, and maybe you'll be baking too. If you have this book, maybe you can join me and bake something from it. And you can tell me in the comments or show me on Instagram what you made. Okay. Bye.